This mix is brought to you by DJ Autism.
15 and delay. And then
What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more CARX Street, and it is out right now on the PS5 if you want to go ahead and cop this game. It's just been released on the PS5 I think as I'm making this video. Regardless, it's now available for you guys to buy on PS5, so if people that have been playing this game on a PC, well, you can still play it on the PC and it's still going to be the same and it's still going to update it. But for the people that have not gotten the chance to play this game on console just yet, you can now play it on both Xbox and on PS5. So this is what I'm going to be driving in today's video. This is the i8. I wanted to try and turn this thing into like a proper supercar. So this isn't a supercar, okay? Let me just put it that way. It's not. It never was. It never is considered a supercar. I don't know why people call it a supercar, but it just isn't one at all, right? It's got a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder hybrid engine. It is not a supercar. It doesn't matter if it just isn't one, right? It doesn't have the power for it. It doesn't have the even the looks, right? I think the looks are, you know, they're pretty good. They're pretty damn good. The only thing is that this is missing is a proper grille at the front and a big old fat engine in the middle. That's what this thing is missing. It's missing the feel of it being like a supercar. So in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and try and turn this thing into what it could have been, which is like a proper supercar. So I'm gonna try and engine swap this thing. I don't really know what's available for it. I was gonna try and do this maybe on Forza, but I was like, you know what? Why would I do that since I just bought the DLC where it gives you this car here and also the Tesla that I used in the previous video. So if you guys haven't seen that video, go check that out. I wanted to try and see if I could make a Tesla actually cool, and I ended up doing it by turning it into a drift build, and it was actually pretty damn good for a drift build as well. So like I said, in today's video I want to try and get this i8 and actually turn it into a car that's maybe somewhat considered more of a supercar than what it is now, because this just isn't it at the moment. But yeah, I want to see actually the wheels, right? It's as standard. Let me get off over here. The wheels as standard on this thing are no, they made them thicker in this game. Yeah, the wheels as standard in this game, I think it comes with like 225 or 215s or something like that. Something really crap. And the only reason why it's done that is because they tried to make this as economical as possible. I mean, how do you make a car like this and then thought to yourself, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and make this an economy car. You know what I mean? But I guess they did. And this is pretty much how this car has been made. Anyway, let's start doing stuff to it. First and foremost, I'm gonna engine swap the hell out of this thing. I don't even know what engines are available for this thing to engine swap, but you can see it's got 1.5 i3 there. That is what the engine is in this thing. But we can swap it. We can put some other stuff in it. Okay, we can put this, which is the SR20, obviously, RB26, the VQ, or is it VQ? I can't remember what this is. It's the what is it called? It's the VR. Is it the VR? VR37? It's an instant GTR engine. I can't remember exactly what it's called. 2J, obviously. And then we have an LSS, which is the 6-liter V8. I kind of want to put the V8 in it. I feel like it's going to be a fun car with the V8 in it. It's going to sound apart at the very least. It's going to sound... I mean, it's going up quite a bit in power as well. An extra 61 horsepower. I mean, we're not going to be done with this anyway. But putting an LS in it, 100%. Let's do that. Okay. Now it's going to be... now it's going to be a joy to try and actually drive this thing and turn it into like I said, a proper supercar. We'll turn it into like a Hennessy Venom or something like that. I also have a few prototype parts. I don't know if I should slap them on the cars just yet, but I have a bunch of them for a bunch of my cars, and it's because I kind of just opened all of my packs that I had in this game. You can get packs in this game, yeah. I don't want to do like a whole video on all that, but yeah, you get a bunch of parts basically from the packs, and I have some prototype parts. I'll probably leave that alone until I can make a car just full of prototype parts. How about that? I'll do that. I have a bunch of these that are free. You can see I still have like a bunch of free stuff here, so I'm just gonna put this install from inventory. There you go. And just like that, the car is now installed with better parts, and it's also a bit cheaper. So I'm not gonna give it the most amount of power then if I'm doing stuff like this, but it's still gonna be absolutely mental of a car. It's crazy. I'm building a car without me using any parts that I've actually purchased with my money. This is mad. I've never done this before. But yeah, I got so many parts. You can see that in every single thing that I go into, I have parts to slap onto this thing. Oh my god. Alright. What are we looking at for power with this thing already? We're at 692. Bringing us up to about 700 horsepower. See, that's more like it. That's how a supercar should have power. That is much more like it. Right, what's next? Clutch. Since this thing is a... should I change it to a rear-wheel drive or should I just leave it as all-wheel drive? It's all-wheel drive is standard right now. We can change it to a rear-wheel drive. Do I want to change it to a rear-wheel drive? I mean, do I really want to slide this thing or do I want to drive it normally? To be honest with you, all-wheel drive cars in this game I'm not a big fan of. So I kind of might want to change it to rear-wheel drive, even if I could just give it more power. But I just think it's a little bit more fun to drive as a rear-wheel drive. I'm going to rear-wheel drive swap this thing. Transmission, wait, we can change the transmission on this one, which is T60 on that one. T50S, I think, is the sports one. T70 is the one that has it's a 7-speed, but we don't need a 7-speed, we need that one with a 6-speed in it, which is fine. I'll change everything straight afterwards, though. As soon as we're finished here, I will end up adjusting all of the settings for everything, so don't you worry about that. 1500 kilos, it's not actually too bad, but we can get this thing to be even lighter than what it is now. I mean, not only is a supercar standard now, but it's also going to be just insanely overpowered because, like I said, we're going to be slapping so many parts on this thing. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. Even aero as well. I'm going to put on this thing. Okay, what's next? Suspension arms. I mean, I don't want to slide or drift this thing, but I will end up putting ridiculous arms on this thing just because I can, really. Okay, and then just pretty much put ultimate parts on this thing because why not? Even the ones that I've already got from my inventory, just slap them on. Anything that's fully adjustable, slap it on. Turning this thing from an absolute mess into this. And now, the wheels and tires. I think I'm going to leave these until the end, as I usually do, because I will go ahead. What tires are... What? Oh yeah, what wheel size are on this thing? 265. Yeah, this didn't come with 265 in real life. I'm pretty sure it was like 215s or 225s in real life, 100%. Because every time you see one of these things on the road, you have those original wheels that are on it, and the wheels look tiny. They look really, really, really thin on this car. But yeah, I'm going to leave these until the end because I want to go ahead and obviously change it, and there's probably going to be body kits and stuff like that for this thing, so it's going to be a bit more insane looking, and then we can mess around with the fitment for it. Definitely sounds better. Oh god, the pops are pretty mad with it. A turbo V8. Definitely a lot more hectic to drive. Ooh, because it's rear-wheel drive, the back end just leaves me. I will put on racing tires on it and everything. Because I don't really want to drive this thing and slide it, even though it's very, very fun to drift cars in this game. I think I'm going to build this thing for grip racing. And before you say, oh, why did you get rid of all-wheel drive then? If I build this thing for grip racing. Oh. I like it. Okay, cool. Let's head over into the Sonic shop. I don't know why. I drove straight past it. Okay, cool. What can we do to this thing now? What can we do? Body kits? Probably, okay, there's a couple of body kits. So we have this, whatever that is. That is disgusting looking. And then we have this, which is basically just a wide body, like, you know, Rocket Bunny Liberty Walk type of vibe going on. Not a big fan of the wide bodies. I can't lie. I'm not a fan of the wide bodies. What can we do? Okay, we can have that missile kit. Required wide body kit. So what if I put this on? And then I go here. Oh. Oh, I don't really like the kit on this thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's got like the fake exhaust at the back, and then those weird like flaps on the back. Oh, it's a bit weird. It looks like it's a car that Mansory would make. Am I wrong in saying that? Am I wrong in saying that it just looks like a car my story would make? Oh man. I guess the least offensive one would probably be the slide one. This one. What's the difference between the first one and this one? Looks pretty much the same. That middle bit being black, I guess. Yeah, this is the least offensive one over here, so I might as well just do that. Roof, we could change to carbon or that, I guess. Headlights. I kind of like the original ones, I'm not gonna lie. Yellow are cool, but nah. Mirrors. You can have like M-style mirror caps on this thing. You know what? Go on then. Why not? Side skirts, just kind of a little extended side skirt there. It's already on. How many wings do we have on this thing? Is it just the 3 wings? Is it no wings? It's that, missile, and that. That's it. Okay. Yeah, there's not much in terms of how we can get this thing to look. I mean, it's pretty much just wide body, like Liberty Walk style, or Rocket Bunny style. I can't remember which one this is. And then, basically, that's it. Right? Okay, I was looking for a set of wheels of this thing that kind of make it look like it's got like HREs or something like that on it. Obviously, there's no brands in this game, but something multi-spoke. I don't know. I feel like it suits this type of car. I feel like that's the type of wheel I want to go for. There's a couple of them here that I kind of wanted to look at. They don't actually look too terrible. So these ones here don't look too bad. We have these ones as well, and then there's not those. There's these ones as well here. So I don't know which ones I like more. Like multi-spoke, like cross-spoke, all that sort of stuff. Or split-spoke, I guess is what they're called. Maybe these? They look more like ADV1s, HREs, like stuff like that. Or these ones. These ones cleaner, I think. Yeah, I'll put these on. Why not? Why not? And that's pretty much it for the wheels. And the body kit. There's not really much going on over there. I do want to paint the whole car a color, though. I don't really want to keep this thing mismatched, really. What do I really want? Metallic, maybe? Should I just stick with metallic? Or I go satin? I definitely don't want to paint it in... I think metallic is fine. Let's just see vaguely what's the nice color that this thing looks good in. Silver actually doesn't look too bad. I feel like it's a little bit boring though if I just paint the silver. Blue... It's too bright. It'll have to be a little bit darker. Purple? Oh, the grey looks good. I like the grey. I was never a big fan of the i8, honestly. This is definitely I'm trying to make it as clean as possible with still having modifications on. Pretty much. That is what the goal is here. That's why this thing looks like this. Even though I'd probably never ever do this to an i8 because it just looks stupid in real life anyway. Yeah, I kind of like the grey. I think the grey looks good. Where is it? That darker one. This one. I think it looks clean. Yeah, I'm putting that on. That looks quite nice. We still have a bunch of things that we can paint. Cage, we can paint this thing so it's a nice vibrant color, or we can change it to something else. We'll keep it like that because it's nice and bright. Glass, let's just go darker, really. I mean, there's nothing really I can really do here. Just go slightly darker than normal. Unique? No. Oh god, that looks so weird with like properly, like heavily painted glass. There you go. Just slightly darker is fine. Headlight tint. We can change it so it's slightly darker. Yeah, actually, I don't really mind that. Oh, that's on already, right? No, we could go slightly darker. Yeah, I'm not going to go slightly darker with the headlight tint. The rear also looks good with slightly tinted lights. That's not too bad. Wheels or rims themselves. What's a good looking set of wheels? Would gold work? Does gold work? Gold and grey? Actually, doesn't even look that bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I change the size of them. I need them to be a little bit bigger, just a bit bigger. Gold and grey look decent. What about the lip? Can I change the lip to like just chrome? Is that gonna look better or worse? That looks worse. We'll keep them all gold. Suspension arms. Let's just paint all these, what, blue. Just do like a, that blue there. There you go. Struts the same. Springs, we'll keep those the same color. Calipers, paint those. Make them, let's say gold. You know why? Not that gold though. I would change them so they're like the gold that's being offered with I guess kind of here, right? The reason why I want to paint them gold is because of BMW offering carbon ceramics with their M cars, and that usually means that they're gold. That's there you go, there's a little thing for you. Styling. I haven't actually even looked at the interior of this thing. Wow, that's basically pretty much an i8. That is funny looking inside. That is really, really funny looking inside. I love how it still doesn't have anything where, you see where the, where you have your cruise control on the left side of the steering wheel, right? It still doesn't have, like, on an M wheel, those buttons would be M1 and M2. Like, they're like that on my car. Obviously, it doesn't have this crazy looking steering wheel here, but it's got the M wheel. But this just looks a little bit weird. I kind of want to keep the original wheel. I'm not a big fan of changing the interior of cars. I'm not a massive fan of doing that. I kind of prefer keeping them stock. There's very few, maybe, if I do decide to somehow go ahead and turn stuff into like proper full-on like drift cars or race cars or something like that. And sure. There you go. Carbon ceramics, it's fine. And underglow, I don't really care for. Smoke, yeah, all that's fine. Okay, well this is pretty much what our car looks like now. I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, change a little bit of the tuning on it, and I will also get the wheels to be a little bit bigger so it sits a little nicer as well. I mean, I don't really mind the wheel size now. If I'm keeping this thing as a race car, maybe I'll just go like one size higher for the wheels. Because right now, like I said, if we are going full race car specs, the size of the wheels are actually not too bad. Maybe just get them to be a little bit wider. And that's kind of it, especially for the rear. The rear is the main big culprit here. I think they're maybe like 265 or 275s on the rear as well. So okay. Anyway, I'll be right back. All right, we're done. Well, I'm done. This is pretty much what it looks like. How it sits. It's a little bit higher than what I wanted because of it being a race car. I don't really want it to bottom out really. Also, fitment looks pretty clean, doesn't it? Not too much camber as well. Looks pretty damn clean. We're now running 734 horsepower. Weight's gone down a little bit more, and power's gone up a little bit more because of the tuning that I've done. 1,136 kilos. It's pretty good. Let's go drive it. Let's do stuff with it. I don't think I have any events that I can do with this. Maybe I can actually. I forgot to change tires. So I'm not just sliding around with these things. I think you can change them on the phone, right? Do I have any race tires available for this thing? Racing Plus. There we go. It's not particularly fast race car. At least under acceleration it actually rotates really nicely. Oh god. I am trying to drive a bit too fast through some of these corners, but sounds a bit like it's... Oh god. Sounds a little bit like it's supercharged instead of... That transmission changes gears so fast though. Look at the way it accelerates, it's just so funny. Thing is though, it doesn't actually want to drift. It just, as I'm accelerating and it goes into a slide, and then it just corrects itself. Like I'm not even doing much to correct it. It just kind of back comes around, it rotates nicely around the corner, and you just drive around the corner. It's exactly what I wanted it. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the deceleration though, like the braking. Maybe I need to change that a little bit. I'm also trying to dodge traffic at the same time. I built a few cars in this game. I still need to remember exactly what it's like to tune cars for racing, because it's been a little while. Drifting is easy. Building a drift car is very, very easy. Oh god! Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to avoid. I love how he changes gears with the stick. I like it. I think it's good. I don't think it's a supercar really, but it definitely does have an interesting like charm about it, and it's very race car-esque. We have a lot of steering angle as well. Maybe that's also a thing that I probably could have gotten rid of a little bit more. It's just the way it is with the. Nobody gets up and goes, I'll tell you that. It's just what it is with the suspension parts that I put on. I can't see where I'm going. God, it actually does pick up pace, doesn't it? Fucking hell. I wonder if this is one of the cars that's capable of doing the 400 km/h challenge. I want to try and compare it to another car that I have, that I know I built really well. There's no like timer or anything like that that I can slap up. You know, that's the only thing I don't like about this. The only way to actually fully just compare it to another car is if I take that car out of the list of cars that I have entered in some event, and then I just kind of replace it with this thing. That's the only way, and then see how I do against AI. But even then, it's not really like the best thing. So I wish there was like a time, kind of like the time trial thing, but just for yourself, just to test out cars on the track or something like that. You know what I mean? All right, let me try something here. Because there is one car that I have that's actually unbelievably fun and really, really good to drive, and that is my GT3 RS. Let's compare it to the GT3 RS, because like I said, this is one of the cars that I built in this game and I absolutely love the way it drives. It's really, really, really good. It's not as fast. I can't see what I'm driving. Brakes are better on this thing. You can see it still rotates the same way as the i8. It screams a lot better though. It definitely sounds better. Yeah, this is better. This is definitely better than the i8. Yeah, straight line speed is definitely going to the i8 though. It like gets up the speed a little bit quicker than this thing, and also I think it's a little bit faster on this car. Let's try some of these bigger corners here. I also adjusted it so that thing has like downforce as well, like the i8. Comes out of the corners very similarly though. I think it was a success. I think turning the i8 into a bit of a race car was actually a success. Doesn't actually drive that much worse than this. And this is, I really love driving this thing. This was a very nice car to drive when I was messing around with it. As you can see, it's a lot less power as well than the i8. So that's why it obviously feels a lot slower than this thing. But don't get me wrong, like I said, this is still a pretty damn good car. I like it. Alright, well, that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Have I managed to turn this thing into more of a supercar now than what it was before? 100%. 100%. This is definitely more of a supercar now. It's even closer to a race car than anything else. Because that's kind of the thing that I wanted to go for as well. Supercar, but for racing, really. Much, much better than before. with that measly little 1.5 litre 3-cylinder in this thing. Much better experience driving this car now. Actually drives the way it looks now. Unfortunate that it's all at night time. Really? But yeah, not bad. Alright everyone, thank you for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, some more CARX Street, I am definitely down to try and revisit this game and hop back on and do some stuff with it. Because it is genuinely always fun to hop back on and play it, especially when there's always new stuff coming out. And again, let me remind you that the game is out on Xbox and PS5 now, so all you guys that have watched the videos in the past on this game on PC and you've never got to play it properly, or obviously the mobile players, if you want better graphics and if you want it on a bigger screen, a more enjoyable experience than just playing it on your phone, you can now play the game on consoles as well. Alright, that's it. See you guys later. Goodbye everyone.